With the recent news of 3 new evolutionary lines coming to Pokemon Sleep, I decided to piece together a spreadsheet that we will have a look at in this video, just covering all the different ingredient specialists with either 1 or 2, I've limited it to 1 or 2, viable ingredient lists that gives us a brief overview of where the ingredient needs really are. And so we can quickly just click onto these. The Old Gold Power Plant is happening October 2nd. That is next Wednesday. And you need 340 sleep styles to unlock it. Now, the 3 Pokemon that have been announced are Grubbin, Shinx, and Aron, and their evolutions. Now, the Vikavolt has been speculated a little bit. Maybe it is an electric type. I don't think so personally. They do tend to stick to the various sleep types, and they're kind of doing that whole thing. So Grubbin, Charjabug, and Vikavolt are dozing, which means they're probably all bug types, which would be kind of cool. We kind of need more bug type Pokemon. We have a lot of electric types already, especially with the Halloween Pikachu having gained a lot of favor since last year with Raikou and now the Grepa area and all that stuff. So snoozing is common for electric types. Vikavolt is not there, so probably not electric. And then slumbering is, well, steel, rock. I don't think the Aron's going to be a rock type. That would be a very, very bad letdown. But yeah, it's probably a steel type. So yeah. And here we have some art for these. And they're talking a lot about incenses. And if you have unlocked the Old Gold Power Plant, that is going to be the best place to find these new Pokemon. Otherwise, you can conduct your research at Greengrass Isle. Now, with that said, I want to hop on over to my spreadsheet. I like my spreadsheets. And so the first thing we're going to go through is this list to the very left. This is the picture of the Pokemon, and then we have the ingredient available at level 1. And then we have the ingredient that can potentially roll for level 30. And then we have the ingredient that can potentially roll for level 60. So this is not an ingredient list that I recommend. This is just the ingredients that are happening when. So A, B, and C. We talked a lot about A, B, and C ingredients before, so hopefully this is understandable for most. So essentially I just have listed out all the Pokemon that in my opinion are viable. I've only listed ingredient specialists, and the only evolution lines that double up are Crocalor and Quaxwell. The reason is these can do quite a lot of work on an Entei and a Suicune team, respectively, because this one... Wait, does this one turn Ghost type? Oh man, that's amazing. Hang on. Have I forgotten to talk about the Skeleturge? It is a Ghost type. Oh my god, I really need to find this Fuecoco this week. Apologize for that tangent, but yeah. So Skeleturge changes type away from the fire type, and so does the Quaxwell into Quavel, which becomes a fighting type. Man, we have a cool Ghost type for the new area. That's amazing. Alright, so in this next column, and if you're a part of the Nirtheart Discord, I'll just post some of these screenshots in the infographics chat so we can all discuss it, but this is, in my opinion, this is not gospel, it's not official, this is just, in my opinion, this is the main ingredient list that you should probably be looking for these Pokemon. In my opinion, Quaxwell could be really nice on a Suicune team if it has the B ingredient list, because this B ingredient is way higher average value than this one, and you get approximately a decent chunk of these. And alongside a Quagsire on a Suicune team, you can do a lot of damage for the Ninja Salad. Okay, and then we have this stuff right here. Blah 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 blah. Have honey. This is just how it looks, so that you can reference it. Maybe you can pause the video if you want to look at it. All right, and then we have the alternative ingredient list. A lot of you guys are running Potato Victory Bell. Some of you, if you already have a pretty busted Gengar, you might have gone for the double corn. Dragonite, not that it is recommended, but it's viable. This is my ingredient list on the Tyranitar, and I do think having either beans in the level 30 or the level 60 slot on Tyranitar can kind of make sense because of the viability with Ninja Salad. Then we have, you know, Leek's a big ingredient, and overall, Vikavolt power creeps the Doug Trio for Leeks, which we will get to later in this part over here. Some people are running double potato, triple herb Gengar, viable. Double apple on the pincer, viable. This may be the best ingredient list on a Ditto. I just feel a little bit conflicted because mine's like this, but this one's super good too. Apples and Absol works if you have inventory. Although, you know, we have Skeledirge now. Tomatoes on the Abomasnow can work too. Now, this is a little bit of an odd one. Most people are like, oh yeah, well, Milk, you have Blastoise and you have Sylveon and you have all the evolutions and maybe Persian. I'll explain this in a bit. Comfey, Ginger. It kind of works. It kind of does the thing with the Ginger. Same with Charizard and same with the Kangaskhan. And then, yeah, Cacao and Blastoise may be the preferred one. Maybe you have Milk, Cacao, or Milk, Cacao, Milk, and you have some sort of option instead of having this as the main thing. But triple Milk, pretty nice. It future-proofs you. And apples on the Delibird. And this one's funny. French fries. Alright, so here is the overall breakdown that I find the most interesting, because I'm going to hide this cursor. We already know what. Okay, so if we just do a casual scroll down this list, what you will see is I've placed the very best Pokemon for a given ingredient in this spot right here. This is number 2, this is number 3, and here are some of the alternative Pokemon that you can also consider for whatever reason. So for Tails, there is actually no other ingredient specialist that does Tails. No, Slowpoke is not an ingredient specialist. It's not even like a dual specialist. The average value on the Slowpoke and Slowking is so low that the only reason where it would make sense to do it is if you have both of them at level 60 doing off-week prep, because during the week, it's not going to help you out. So beforehand, you can stack up your bag by doing that, but in terms of ingredient specialists, Ditto is the only one. I suspect maybe Mew in the future could have Tails. That could make sense. And then for Leeks, Vikavolt has Power Crept Doug Trio. I feel like there's been a decent, like, I don't think we need another, you know, Leek Pokemon. Mushroom kind of look not so filled out here, but we have 2 really, really strong Pokemon, and there are a number of Pokemon that have mushrooms at level 60, so I don't think that one's too likely. This one, I think that it's not impossible that we'll see some Cacao action on whatever the next ingredient specialist Pokemon is, because it's kind of empty here. Even if we scroll through the section over here and look for Cacao on an ingredient specialist, not all that common. We have the Blastoise, but it's level 30. You don't want Cacao on the Delibird, I think. Maybe not on the Comfey either. And that's it. So Cacao, I think we're due for another Cacao ingredient specialist. Corn, I think we've pretty much got covered. Herb, I think there's a solid chance here that we find a new herb ingredient specialist coming our way sometime soon. I'm looking here at the left side again. Charizard herb level 60, Skeledirge level 60. I don't know. This one seems a little bit too empty for me. What about the potatoes? I think we have potatoes covered, and so is oil. Toxico, Cramorant, Ditto do a decent job at oil. We don't need more oil. Eggs is also one. So, in my opinion, I think we need some more Cacao action, some more herb action, even though these are really, really strong to the point where you probably wouldn't consider any of the other alternatives. So that kind of leaves us with the Cacao and the egg. Ginger we got covered, but tomatoes, there's so many tomato options. Maybe honey. But I don't know. I think Bulbasaur kind of works for honey. We have Pinsir. Maybe Charger Bug has the honey after all, but who knows. And then we have the milk. Now, I do think milk too is kind of covered across these two. I don't think we'll see more milk happening. There are not even a lot of ingredients needed for various dishes that require milk at this point in time. Like milk, cool long-term ingredient, but right now it's not really needed. So, and then sausage. This one is on so many Pokemon. It's a fill-in. I don't like it. I don't even want to put up an alternative ingredient list on Beware. Don't do double bean sausage on Beware, please, unless you have a busted Dragonite with double corn. And we have sausage here, we have sausage here, we have sausage here. I don't want to put up a troll one here either. If you really wanted to, Skeledirge kind of works for the sausage as well. I don't think, even though this looks kind of empty, I don't think we're looking at a new sausage farmer. That would be funny and not fun. So yeah, in my opinion, I would say it is the honey potentially, but oh man, just give some eggs. Like Beware does eggs at level 60 and Cramorant, but it's too late. We need a deliberate alternative here. Give me Chansey or something. Like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe Driftblim. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think personally, Cacao and eggs are up next. Maybe honey. It is kind of strange how two of those are the Nightcap Pikachu. But anyway, what do you guys think in the comments? We gotta figure this one out. Because if we hop into the game again... let me see. Yes, here we are. The Pokemon we're looking at are Luxray, Vikavolt, and Aggron. I think Aggron is a Steel-type berry specialist. That would be really, really nice. I think Luxray could be a nice first electric ingredient specialist. Like, would it be a skill specialist? We have Ampharos, we have Dedenne, we have Jolteon, we have Raikou. We don't need another electric-type skill specialist. We need an ingredient specialist. And so, Luxray having eggs, cacao, honey. Or just eggs and cacao. What if we just have a new ingredient specialist with just 2 ingredients, such as the Toxicroak? That would be kind of cool. So if I was to put my money somewhere, I want Luxray to be eggs and cacao. And that's it. Vikavolt, I think it's a skill specialist. No idea. But yeah. If it was an ingredient specialist, I don't think it's a berry specialist. That would be kind of strange. I would welcome it, but I don't think that's likely. Maybe it is honey on the Vikavolt. Maybe bean sausage. And maybe herbs. But yeah, those are my predictions. So it'll be interesting to look back at this video. Maybe we can do a repeat of the whole berry special... No, the berry types for whole gold power plant. So let me know if you think any of these Pokemon have a particular specialty and what kind of ingredients, if they are an ingredient specialist, what ingredients they will have. So thank you for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you again in another video.